Hello, Visionaries. Welcome to Vision Session Lectures. This is an opportunity for me to provide truth and information that will guide you down your visionary path to finding or existing in your truth, wherever you may be in your journey. The topic today is focusing on self and shedding some light on the method of my madness to making the 60-day Visionary Transformation Challenge available. Why does it even matter to purify from the root? Why does it matter that you know yourself better than you ever knew yourself? Why does it matter that you take 60 days and just focus on you? Listen, Visionaries. The purpose of this message, the purpose of this lecture is to help further the notion of the immense power that resides within you. The inner voice you possess that is truly the God within you, that inner voice that is nudging you to wake up in your divine nature, is the very reason that I'm doing this video today. It's imperative that we understand that self-discovery is the key to all things. Self-discovery is a journey that will lead you to the realization that the only person truly worthy of your undivided attention is yourself. Now, some of you may be thinking, well, that's selfish, or how can focusing on myself be the answer? Well, let me tell you, Visionaries, there is no greater act of love, no greater service to the world than to realize the God within you. When you focus on yourself, and when you truly focus on your inner being, you are focusing on God. And in doing so, you elevate not just yourself, but all of creation. It's actually your divine assignment. By focusing on yourself, you unlock the door to infinite possibilities and step into the realm of your desires to manifest right here, right now, in this moment. So let's start with the comprehension of a fundamental truth. The world that you see around you is nothing but a reflection of yourself. Let me say that again. The world you see around you is nothing but a reflection of yourself, your inner state. Every person, every circumstance, every triumph, every setback is just a mirror showing you the contents of your own consciousness. Remember, Visionaries, you are in control. When you waste your time focusing on external matters, on the actions of others, on the opinions of the world, you are merely chasing shadows. Remember, Visionaries, you are looking at the reflection and forgetting the source. So all I'm recommending, Visionary, is that you turn your gaze inward. The universe is always working in your favor. For it is within you that you will find the source of all creation. The kingdom of what we perceive as heaven is within you. And it is time you claim your rightful place on that throne. Visionaries. The reason I created the 60-day transformation challenge is that you need to know you. Let's consider for a moment the amount of time you spend each day worrying about things beyond your control. The hours wasted on idle gossip, the hours wasted in comparing yourself to others on Instagram and fretting over what might be. Can you see now how this is a misuse of your divine created power? Every moment spent in such futile pursuits is a moment stolen from your true purpose. To imagine and create the life you desire, Visionaries, is now. The time has come to stop this waste. Remember, Visionaries, your imagination is the very workshop bestowed upon you by your God-given grace. It is the place where all things are conceived before they are born into the physical world. You must first hold it in your mind before you can hold it in your hand. When you focus on yourself, Visionaries, on your inner world, you are essentially focusing on your divine workshop. You are learning to use the tools of creation that have been given to you, that you have been blessed with, that you were born with. Let's just imagine for a moment, visionaries, that you are a skilled craftsman. Would you waste time watching others work, criticizing their techniques, or worrying about their output? Of course not, visionaries. There's no time. What you would be doing is focusing on your own craft, owning your own skills, and perfecting your own art. This is exactly what I'm asking you to do in your life right now in this moment. Your life, visionaries, is your craft. Your life is your simulation to run. Your consciousness is your workshop. Your imagination is your most potent tool and the product of your craft. It is nothing less than the reality you experience. That's all. Literally. Everything I accomplished in my life was based on pure imagination. I got there so fast that actually it was a little bit lonely. It's interesting, very interesting. I had motivated so many people to go bigger and to push harder and to go further that I got stuck in guilt, and unbeknownst to myself was creating so much tension amongst some that were close. But I just kept going and going because my imagination kept growing and growing. So I just kept doing and doing. Now I admit, I was in unfamiliar territory in a lot of senses. There's much that I needed to learn. There's much that I didn't know what to do because it was my first time being at such a level, and with no mentor, it was very interesting to not know which really way to go. This is the very reason that I speak of creating new and solid foundations for every level of ascension. Visionaries, it's so imperative that you prepare yourself so you won't be surprised by any thought, emotions, situations, or perspective, rule, regulation, statute, or law that you get exposed to on your next level of ascension. The time is now to understand who you are. The time is now to truly, truly, truly max out. So I ask you, visionaries, why waste your precious time and energy on anything else? Why dilute your focus with the trivial matters that could be holding you back when you have the power to shape your entire existence? Now, I understand this could be an interesting perspective, and some of you might be wondering about your current situations and at your current level, and how do you begin the journey of self-focus? How do you stop wasting time? The answer, visionaries, is simpler than you might think. It simply begins with a shift in your awareness, a conscious decision to turn your attention inward. Start by becoming aware of your thoughts. Notice how often your mind winds and spins and gravitates to external concerns, to what others are doing, to past regrets, to future anxieties. Each time you catch yourself in such thoughts, gently but firmly bring your attention back to yourself, to the present moment, to your inner world. This is the reason that I made the 60-day Visionary Transformation Challenge available. This practice is, as simple as it may seem, is the foundation of the change for how you see yourself, how you view the outer world, and how you can change your inner world first so that you can create how your outer world looks. It's imperative, visionaries, that you give yourself undivided attention. This practice, simple as it may seem, is the foundation of all the change for you to see. As you begin to focus more on yourself, you will start to notice the immense power that has always been within you. You will begin to see that the circumstances of your life are not random occurrences. This is a direct manifestation of your inner state. This realization, visionaries, is the key to unlocking your true potential for when you understand that your inner world creates your outer world. Have you heard as within, as without? That's where that comes from. You will naturally want to spend more time cultivating your inner garden once you understand this. You will want to focus on yourself, not out of selfishness, but out of deep understanding, high-level comprehension that this is the most effective way to create positive change in your life and in the world around you. It's difficult to take care of others when you have not first taken care of yourself. Let's take some time and go a little bit deeper into what it truly means to focus on yourself. It's not the same as what you may think about indulging in every whim or every desire. It's not about becoming self-centered or focusing yourself to the point where you don't think about anyone else. It's truly about becoming intimately acquainted with your true nature, with the God within. It's about understanding that you are not separate from the creative power of the universe, but that you are truly, truly a part of it. Now would be a good time to recognize that the same force that creates worlds and moves planets, creates products out of nature, and scientific methods that quantify results flows through you, waiting to be directed by your conscious mind. I'm telling you, visionaries, when you truly focus on yourself, you begin to see that your desires are not random, they are not trivial. These are things that when you purify from the root, that you truly understand yourself. These are divine impulses urging you towards the full expression of your true self. Each desire is a seed planted in your consciousness, awaiting for you to nurture it with your attention and bring it to fruition. Visionaries, stop wasting your time on frivolous pursuits. I'm just a messenger, but the message is to stop squandering your divine creative power and worrying about fear and things that you can't control. Instead, turn your focus inward and tend to these seeds of desires that are within yourself. Decrease the time between now and your desired reality. Water your desires with imagination. Nourish them with your faith, and watch as they grow into the beautiful reality that you've always dreamed of. Remember, visionaries, this is the most precious thing that you have. Each moment of time is your opportunity to create, to grow, to become more of who you truly are. When you waste your time focusing on external matters, on things that you cannot control, you are essentially rejecting this gift. You are saying to the universe that you do not value this opportunity and that you'd rather focus on things outside of yourself that will not breed you the results that you truly desire. On the other hand, when you direct your attention inward, you are honoring this gift. You are saying to the universe that I recognize the power within me and I choose to use it wisely. Visionaries, this is the true meaning of gratitude. It is not merely saying thank you for what you have or thanking people for blessing you, but it is using what you have been given to its fully potential. That's right, visionaries. Thank yourself first. I know some of you might be thinking that, oh, I have responsibilities, I have a job, I have family, I have obligations. How can I just focus on myself without neglecting those who depend on me? Let me say it like this, visionaries. Focusing on yourself does not mean ignoring your duties or isolating yourself from the world. It means that you are performing all of your actions from a place of inner awareness, from a state of alignment with your true self. That's why it's so important to take these 60 days and dedicate it to yourself. The time is now, visionaries, for you to bring the power of your awakened consciousness to every single thing that you do. This is the time when your work becomes not just a means to earn a living, but an expression of your inner creativity. That's why they say when you are passionate about what you do or you love what you do, it doesn't feel like you worked a day in your life. This is a time when your relationships become not obligations, but opportunities to express the love that you are. Every aspect of your life becomes infused with the divine power that flows through you. Visionaries, this is actually a beautiful experience. This is the true secret to living a fulfilling life. It is the key for you to stop wasting your time and start using it in a way that aligns with your highest purpose. Visionaries, when you focus on yourself, when you focus on your inner world, you are focusing on the source of all creation. And from this source, all good things flow. I urge you, visionaries, to truly, truly, truly make this commitment to yourself today. Commit to focusing on your inner world, focusing on the guard within you. Commit to stop wasting your time on external concerns and trivial matters. Commit to nurturing the seeds of your desires within the power of your imagination. Visionaries, when you decide to do this and you take action, you are not just changing your own life, you are changing the entire world. Because as you will come to realize, the world is highly influenced by you. The world that's influenced by your best self will be a better world. Trust me. Every change that you make within yourself is reflected in the world around you. Every moment you spend in alignment with your true self creates ripples of positive change that extend far beyond what you can see. This is the true power of focusing on yourself. This is the magic that happens when you stop wasting your time and start using it to explore the infinite potential that is already within you. Visionaries, I brought you this long lecture to show you that the miracle of living comes from the state of the wish fulfilled, of knowing that what you desire is already yours in the realm of your imagination. Visionaries, the time for change is now. Realize the power is within you. Realize that the choice is yours. Realize that if you continue to waste your time on external concerns, things that have no value for your growth, on worry, on doubt, instead of turning your focus inward to the God within you and to begin to create the life you truly desire, I want to say, visionaries, the choice is continuously yours, and I beg of you to choose wisely. This is the true key to your freedom, to your happiness, to the full expression of your divine nature and the ability to live your best life. All I ask, visionaries, is that you focus on yourself, at least for 60 days. This is not out of selfishness, but this is out of a deep understanding that this is the most powerful way to serve the world. It starts with you, visionaries, because when you can focus on yourself, when you can align with the God within you, when you can continuously educate and pull from within, you become the beacon of light that the world needs in that moment. You become a living example of what is possible once you recognize your true nature, your pure self. You become a channel through which the infinite creativity of the universe can flow. Zero limitations. Zero limitations. And when you do this, visionaries, you will be the inspiration to others to do the same. I experienced this and the ripple effect, and it's still happening to this day. Just the other day, my best student to date just bought a plane that was conjured up into his imagination from a pure download that I imputed into him as a possibility of what is possible for him. However far-fetched or down the road that may have been for him, I helped him believe in himself and in his potential, and know that as long as he took action, was willing to sacrifice for greatness, and always kept his eye on the prize, that it was surely possible. And voila, it exists in real life. Proud moment amongst many, but this is absolutely incredible. Now, in essence, visionaries, this profound student has the proof that all I'm saying is truth. It's time to show the world. It's time to show the world through your own transformed life. Show them that they too have the power within them. It's time to become a living testament to the truth that I have been sharing with you and providing insight for. This message, my fellow visionaries and individuals who have not yet purified to find their passions, to know that they are truly visionaries for their own destiny. This message is for all of those to dig deep, to eliminate the calcium, to jump over every hurdle, to eliminate the self-imposed blockades. I implore you to focus on yourself. Stop wasting your time on things that do not serve your highest good. Redirect your attention to your inner world, to your imagination, to the God within. It is here, visionaries. It is in this place. It is in here, heart, mind, coherence. It is in this inner realm that all things are possible. You must believe in you. You must purify to understand who you are, so you know that all the steps that you take are in line with your true destiny. You have to remember that the outer world is but a shadow, a reflection of your inner state. So by focusing on yourself, by cultivating your inner garden, you are creating the most beautiful, the most abundant, the most loving outer world possible. At no moment in this journey should you feel selfish. This is your divine duty and your sacred responsibility. As we continue on this journey together, I want you to hold this truth close to your heart. You have the power in your life, not in your circumstances, not in other people, not in the world around you, but within, in your heart, to create anything that you truly can imagine. You visionaries and you alone have the power to shape your reality through the focus of your attention and the power of your imagination. So now, visionaries, let's make a solemn vow here and now to stop wasting our time on frivolous pursuits. Let us commit to focusing on ourselves, on our inner world, on our growth, on the God within us. In doing so, visionaries, we are not turning away from the world, but we are embracing it in its entirety. This will allow us to see. This will allow us to not miss. We are not becoming selfish, but we're becoming the fullest, most radiant expression of our true selves. We are purified from the root so that we may grow and expound and exist in the world that we create. And as we do this, as we focus on ourselves and stop wasting our time, we will begin to see miracles unfold in our lives. We will witness the power of our imagination made to manifest in the world around us. There will be no desire that exists outside this moment. We will experience the joy, the abundance, the love that is our birthright. So visionaries, please understand that when you focus on yourself in this way, that you are focusing on God. And when you align yourself with God, with the creative power of the universe, there's nothing that is impossible for you. There's no situation, circumstance, trial, or tribulation that can stop you. This is where your strength comes to life. This is when you realize that all things are possible, that all dreams are achievable, that all desires are attainable. So I say it to you once again, focus on yourself. Stop wasting moments. This is the time, visionaries, to redirect your attention to your inner world, to your imagination, to the God within you. That is where your true power lies. It is where you will find the key to creating the life that you truly, truly desire. Visionaries, I must remind you though, And you must understand and comprehend that this is not a one-time event, but a continuous journey. This 60 days is just the beginning. This is just a moment that you need for you to open yourself, to learn yourself better than you ever knew yourself. This is a time that when you do catch yourself wasting time on external concerns, that you gently but firmly bring your focus back to yourself. Each time you find yourself worrying about the future or regretting the past, it's imperative that you bring your attention back to the present moment, to the God within you. This practice is the essence that I call living. Visionaries. I know I've talked a lot today, but I want to let the point be known that in the end, it is about assuming the feeling of your wish fulfilled here and now, regardless of external circumstances. It is about focusing so intensely on your desired state that it becomes your present reality. Your imagination is your reality. If you can think it in your head, you can hold it in your hand, you can create it. Remember, visionaries, what is imagined with feeling and conviction must inevitably manifest in your outer world. This is the law of your being. This is the power that you possess. It is with so much passion that I ask you, why then would you waste your time on anything less than this divine practice? Why dilute your focus with any trivial concerns, any uncontrolled emotions, when you have the power to create worlds within you? As you continue to focus on yourself, as you stop wasting your time on external matters, you will begin to experience a profound shift in your consciousness. You will begin to live your best life. You will begin to understand you. You will begin to walk in your purpose. You will start to see the world not as something separate from you, but as an extension of your own being. You will begin to understand that every person you encounter, every situation you face is a reflection of your own consciousness. This is exciting, visionaries. The more that we go over this, the more that I say it out loud, the more that I am affirming my greatness as I'm delivering this message, then the more that I feel that we all understand this great power and this great responsibility for when we know that the world is pushed out around us, that we naturally cultivate the most beautiful and the most loving, the most abundant state possible just in our thoughts, just in our creativity. That when you focus on yourself, not out of selfishness, but out of deep desire to contribute to the well-being of all of this, of all of you, of all of your true self. This is the meaning of self-love. It's not about ego, it's not about vanity, it's about recognizing your divine nature and allowing it to shine forth in all its glory. It's about focusing on yourself as an act of love for all creation. As you practice this self-focus, as you stop wasting your time on external concerns, you will begin to notice subtle changes in your life. Synchronicities will begin to increase. So many things will start to happen straight out of your imagination into your reality. Opportunities will appear as if they're magic. People will be drawn to your radiant energy. But remember, these outer changes are merely reflections of the inner change that has taken place within you. The Visionary 60-Day Transformation Challenge was specifically designed to help you ask yourself the questions that yield the answers to these questions. Getting to know yourself and purifying from the root creates a clear pathway to living your best life as your true self. Visionaries. Everything that you do from this moment on is the natural result of your shifted focus, of your alignment with your true self. So do not become attached to outer manifestations, things out of your control, right? Put in the work with you. Do not waste your time seeking validation from external sources or the external world or from other people. Instead, to continue to focus on yourself, on your true inner state, to where you are fulfilling your true desires. Visionary, it is in this inner state, this feeling, that is the true creator of your reality. The outer world in all of its magnificence is merely catching up to what you have already created within. Visionaries, some of you may be wondering, like, what about my current circumstances? What if my reality doesn't match my desires? How can I focus on myself when the world seems to be against me? What can I do now when there's no options? What can I do now when my credit isn't where it needs to be or my cash flow isn't where it needs to be? To you visionaries, I say this. Those are your circumstances. No matter how challenging they may seem, are not your reality. They are merely shadows, reflection of past thoughts and belief. Break free. Break out of it. Your true reality is what exists in your imagination, in your consciousness, in your mind, which you allow yourself to perceive. So don't waste time and energy fighting against your current circumstances. Do not rail against what is, and instead focus on yourself, on your inner world, on the state of you, the state that you wish to embody. Once you do this, once you rise above, once you ascend, once you transmute, once you assume the feeling that all that you desire is in this moment, you start doing the things that it takes to make those things happen. You will set in motion a series of events that must inevitably lead to the manifestation of your desire. This, visionaries, is the true moment, the true test of your faith. It is easy to believe when everything is going well, but the objective is to be able to maintain your focus on your desired state even when the world seems to contradict it. Even when the world seems against you, can you stay focused? Can you continue? Can you persist in the assumption that you are who you want to be, that you have what you desire, even when you sense that there's denial all around you? You have to believe in you first. Once you do this, once you focus on yourself and your desired state with unwavering faith, then truly, all things are possible for you. For now, you have aligned yourself with the creative power of the universe. You have become one with yourself and God. And in this state of oneness, of alignment with your true self, all things are truly possible. You no longer waste time worrying about the future or regretting the past. You no longer squander your energy on trivial pursuits or external validations. Instead, you live fully in the present moment, aware that this moment contains within it all possibilities. You focus on yourself, on your inner state. You minimize the time between now and your desired reality, knowing that this is the point of power from which all creation exists. Visionaries, can you see now the immense power that lies within you? Can you grasp the profound implications of this practice of self-focus? Can you understand why I implore you to stop wasting your time on anything less than this divine world? For when you focus on yourself in this way, when you align with the God within you, you are not just changing your own life, you are truly changing the entire world. This is when you are fulfilling your divine purpose, visionaries. You are becoming who you were always meant to be. So I say it to you once again, focus on yourself. Stop wasting your time. Direct your attention to your inner world. Take these 60 days and ask yourself the hard questions. Dedicate time to your imagination. Dedicate time to the God within you. It is here, visionaries. It is in this secret inner space that miracles are born. Visionaries, I want you to leave with a powerful exercise, a great way to implement this practice of self-focusing into your daily life. This is something quite easy to do, something that will set you in the direction that you need to be going in. Every night, just before bed, just before you drift to sleep, I want you to focus your attention inward. Close your eyes and imagine yourself as the person that you want to be. Focus on the feeling of joy, the satisfaction, the fulfillment of your wishes, your dreams, your hopes, desires realized. Do not simply just visualize these things as distant possibilities. Experience them as present facts. Feel the naturalness of being in this desired state. Let every cell of your body vibrate with the conviction that this is who you are right now in this moment. And as you fall asleep in this state, you are impressing these images, these feelings upon your subconscious mind. You are planting seeds in the fertile soil of your consciousness, seeds that must inevitably grow into the reality of your waking life. And when you wake in the morning, before you engage with the outer world, before you check Instagram, before you check Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, or any of these things, take a few moments to recall this state. Feel once again the naturalness of being the person you want to be, of living the life you desire. Carry this feeling with you throughout your day. This is who you are. This is who you are in this moment. This, visionaries, is how you focus on yourself. This is how you stop wasting your time on external concerns and trivial matters. This is how you align with the God within you and become the conscious creator of your life. You are that person now. Clear away the calcium. Eliminate the blockades. And remember, visionaries, that your imagination is the workshop of God. It is your divine gift. It is a place where all things are conceived before they are born into the physical world. By focusing on your inner world, you are essentially working in this divine space. You are using the tools of creation that have been bestowed upon you, gifts, blessings. So use these tools wisely. Use them with love. Use them with joy. Use them with unwavering faith, for as you do, you begin to see your outer world transform in ways you never thought possible. And as these transformations occur, do not become complacent. Complacent is the killer of all dreams. Do not waste time basking in your achievements or resting on your laurels. Instead, continue to focus on yourself, on your inner world, on the next beautiful state you wish to embody. This is our time, visionaries. The time is now. And I look forward to seeing every single one of you at the top. The biggest blessing that I want to deliver in this message is that it's time to grow. It's time to focus on self. Let's do it, visionaries.